What is up, everybody? Resale Renegade here, ResaleRenegade.com. Check out the links in the description below, links to the website and the vlog. Subscribe to the vlog, check out the website. There's some cool stuff there, whatnot. Anyway, so for this week's Q&A, I've got another question from one of the videos here. This is from Millie Gravel Pit. That's a real name. The question is, I have a monthly selling limit on eBay of 200 items. I used to post all 200 at once and let the sale happen for the month, but I'm thinking of changing my lineup. My idea is to post 50 items per week, let the auction run 7 days, then post another 50. That way I will post my 200 items for the month. Or do you have a better way? Thanks. So Millie, check it out. What I would do, I mean, this is probably just my way of doing it. Everybody does it a little bit different, so take this with a grain of salt. This is just how I would do it. I would list 200 items, and when an item sold, I would list another item, so that I always kept it at 200 items. I wouldn't want to go list 50 when you could still have another 150 in the pipe out there, possibly grabbing, you know, sales for you. List all 200 items, and as they sell, list more items. Keep it at that 200 threshold. That way you've always got 200 fingers out there looking for buyers. Every time you make a sale, post another item. And that way you're maximizing your selling limit. And then after you do that for a couple weeks, maybe a month, 2 months, something like that, see if you can't get that selling limit lifted. And then do the same thing with that. Always utilize the most resources that you have. You know, like if you can list 200 items, and you can list 200 items, I mean by yourself or whatever, like you've got the time and energy and the inventory to list 200 items, list 200 items. Get 200 items out there, because that will give you more chances to sell 200 items than listing 50 items per week. I think your thought process might be that you'd have more consistency in your income if you listed 50 items per week, but your income would actually be more consistent, I believe, listing 200 and only listing 5 or 10 items as they sell, you know. So maybe you list 200 items in 1 week and 5 of them sell, which is really bad, but let's just say, and then you list 5 more that next week and relist the other ones, and then 10 more sell, and then you list 10 new items and relist the other 190. If you keep it at 200, your income will be more consistent that way. But you also have to keep in mind pricing strategy. If it's taking you my pricing strategy for eBay for a long time has always been buy it. Now, I rarely use auction. Auction used to be really good to me back in the day, but the more people get onto eBay, the more, especially more resellers, there's more availability for, I don't like that. There's more availability for items. Most items are out there. You can find almost anything on eBay. The only items that I list on auction are the items that are hard to find items, or items that I'm just really not sure what they might do. Almost everything else that I list on eBay, and this has gone back maybe 3 or 4 years, that I'd really kind of changed that direction. I list almost everything by it now. I look up and I really like it's I hate listing on eBay, so I'm kind of lazy about it, but my process for listing on eBay is this: search for the item, find one that sold for a good price, click sell one like this, do a fixed price for whatever it was that I found that it sold for, and just post it. I don't do much research. If I find an item that has 5 or 10 sales, I just list it for what it has already sold for, and let everybody else do the work, and let the market decide what the thing is worth. And it's the same way that I look things up in thrift stores or wherever I'm at shopping inventory. I look it up, I find out if the metrics work, I figure out if I got something in my hands that sells, or that cost me 10 bucks and it sells for 50 bucks, I can make a little scratch on that. If it's easy to ship and it's easy to, you know, manage through the sales process, it's not something that I have to take really detailed pictures of, or that I have to do a lot of cleaning on, or I have to do any repairs on. If it's just a quick grab, like a couple weeks ago, there was this digital camera that I snagged that was a parts camera. I don't have to do anything to that. I can literally stuff it in a bubble mailer and ship it off to somebody, first class mail. It's already broke. It's a parts camera, and it was sold. So like, that's the kind of items that I look for, and that's the kind of process that I have. So I don't care. I don't have to do a bunch of research or anything like that. I list my items based on what the market holds at the time that I'm listing them. If they don't sell for me on fixed price, then I drop the price just a little bit, and I'll drop it and I'll drop it and I'll drop it until I'm not making any money just to get rid of it. If it goes below that, then I donate it and I take the tax write-off. And that's kind of my process, and a lot of it has to do with laziness. It's probably not the most effective utilization of like an eBay pricing strategy, but it's effective if you buy right. And I've always kind of said it's, well, two things actually I guess apply. It's about, I will take a quick nickel over a slow dime every day of the week, because I can take that quick nickel and I can turn it into 10 slow dimes in the amount of time that it takes somebody to turn it into a slow dime one time. So I'll list something at a price that will sell quick just to get it sold. The second thing is I will break even on it, and if I'm going to lose any money on it at all, I'll donate it and take a tax write-off, because it's easier and faster for me to do it, and I don't have to deal with customers. I just donate it. So I probably got off topic on that one, but that's my thought process on it. If you have room for 200 listings, list 200 items. Get 200 out there. If 10 of them sell, list 100, relist your 190 items with maybe a little different price structure on it to get those items to move, and relist 10 and list 10 new items. Hit that 200 cap every chance that you get. Then ask eBay to bump you after you've got a little bit of a reputation established. That's the short answer. Anyway, so if you like the video, please like, favorite, comment, and subscribe. If you have questions, leave them in the comments section below. Anything about eBay, Amazon, business in general, you know, questions, ask them. If I can get to them, I will. No promises, no guarantees. Yeah, I appreciate you guys watching. If you would, please like, favorite, comment, and subscribe. I will see you guys next time.